Good evening. My presentation is on the topic Information System for Decision Making. So, first, what is the concept of decision making? Or what is a decision making process? It is a cognitive process which results in the selection of a course of actions among several alternative scenarios. Or we can tell we are selecting an action from several alternatives. That is, we are making a decision from several alternatives. So that is what we called as decision making. So when it comes to business organizations, decision making is a habit and a process as well. That is, this decision making is very important in our business organization. That is, in order to achieve the business goals, in order to achieve the desired profit, this decision making plays a very important role in a business organization. So these are the steps, various steps under decision making process. The first step is the identification of the purpose of decision. That is, in this step, first we are identifying what is the purpose of the decision. That is, we are analyzing the problem. What is the problem? What exactly is the problem? And we are thinking why the problem should be solved. Then we will be discussing who are the affected parties of the problem. Then does the problem have any deadline? All those things, all those questions are answered in this step. And the second step, that is in the information gathering, we are collecting all those information. That is, there can be dozens of factors involved in the problem. So we are gathering, we are collecting all those information in order to solve the problem. Okay. Then in the step 3, what we are doing is that we are that is based on certain criteria or based on certain condition, we are judging the alternatives. So these judging criteria or this baseline criteria, they are based on our organization goals as well as the corporate culture. So our profit of the organization, that is the main concern, and based on the profit, that is how to get profit, based on that only we are developing our baseline criteria. Then in the step 4 of decision making process, we are analyzing the various causes of the problems. That is, what we are doing here is we are understanding the causes of the problem and then we are prioritizing the causes. That is, there can be many causes for a problem. So according to priority, we are prioritizing the causes, and even we are using the cause and effect diagrams and the Pareto chart tools for prioritizing the cause and causes of the problem. Then after prioritizing the causes, we can move to all the possible solutions for that particular problem. So in the step 5, using our judgment principles or criteria, we are evaluating various alternatives. That is, we are comparing different alternatives for their positives and negatives, and out from the alternatives we will be selecting a best alternative or best choice. And in the next step, we will be, as we told, we are selecting the best alternative from the different alternatives. For the best solution, we will be arriving at a best solution from the different alternatives. And in the step 7, we are executing the decision. That is, we are executing the plan with some sequence of activities. We are doing some actions after selecting the best alternative. And it can be done by our subordinates, by ourselves, or with the help of the subordinates. And the last step in decision making process is the evaluation of the result. That is, we will be evaluating the outcome of that decision that we have taken. That is, we can evaluate the decision and we can correct them in the future decision making. So that is the evaluation of the result process. So these are the 8 steps in decision making process. Now we will move to the term information and data. That is, what is information and what is the data? So the data, it can be described as a unprocessed fact and figures. That is, our raw data, we cannot use it for our decision making. That is, once the data is processed, we can convert it into what is called as information. So information is nothing but an organized and structured representation of our data. That is, our data is organized, structured and interpreted to make it a useful information. And that is what we have shown here in this picture. Data after processing is converted to a useful information. Okay. For example, if we give a number like this, it does not make any sense, right? It is just a raw data. But if you are giving like this telephone and if you are giving that number, then it starts making a sense. So it is a kind of information. And this is our raw data. And now this is our information. So now we will move to the term information system. What is an information system? Information system means it is a system that gathers the data and disseminates the information with the sole purpose for providing information to the users. That is, information system is something that will process the data and send those processed information or the processed data to the users. So our information system can vary according to the type of the users who use the system, that we will see. So this is another definition for our information system. That is, it is a set of interrelated components that collect, process, store and distribute the information to support the decision making. That is the main point. That is why we are using information system. To support our decision making, we are using information system in our organization. So what is the purpose of using information system? It is collecting those information through the input, then it will process the information, then it can be stored and we can even output the information and all. So these all things are happening in our information system. Now we will move to the pyramid diagram of our organization levels. That is, here we can see this is one pyramid diagram. That is, we are using 3 levels here. That is, this is the first organization level. This is called the lowermost organization level. It is also called the operational management level. And above that we have the tactical management level. And above the tactical management we have the strategic management level. And here we can see At the operational management level, we are using structured decisions. That is, those users at the operation management level, they make structured decisions, whereas the users at the tactical management, they make semi-structured decisions, and the users at the strategic management level, they make unstructured decisions. So three types of decisions are here in our decision making process. And here you can see what type of information systems are using in all these three levels. That is, in the operational management level, they are using a transactional processing system, and in the tactical management level, they are using a MIS. It's also called MIS, or Management Information System, and at the highest level, they are using a decision support system. That is what we are going to explain here. The first lowermost level, that is the operational management level. That is this level, operation management level. It is concerned with performing the day-to-day business transactions of the organization. That is, we know that is at the point of sale, that is a customer is going to buy some goods and services, then that is called point of sale. So all these are coming under the operation management level. That is the cashiers at the point of sale, the bank tellers, the nurses in a hospital, the customer care staff. These all are the users coming under this operation management level. And they are making structured decisions that we have seen. They are making structured decisions here. This means they have defined rules that guide them while making decisions. They are making structured decisions based on some defined rules. Then moving to the next level, which is lying above the operation management level, that is our tactical management level. Here, middle level managers are taking the role. That is the head of the department, supervisors, they all are coming under the tactical management level. So users at this level, they usually oversee the activities of the users at the operation management level. That is, users at this tactical management level. Users at this tactical management level, they are controlling the users at this operational management level. Or we can say the inputs from the operational management level is given to this tactical management level. So this tactical users or our middle level managers, supervisors, or etc., they are making semi-structured decision. That is a combination of both structured and unstructured decisions. Such type of decisions are made by our middle level managers, supervisors in tactical management level. Next, the topmost level is the strategic management level. This is the most senior level in any organization. That is, all the top level managers or our senior level managers are handling this level. So they are making some unstructured decision. That is, the decision is not structured. That is, they are concerned with the long-term planning of the organization. They are dealing with the goals of the organization. So that is why they are making unstructured decision. And they use information from the tactical manager as well as the operation management. That is, in the strategic management level, this inputs are getting from the tactical management level. Also, they are getting input from the external data also. So our senior level managers are coming under this strategic management level, senior managers. And here our middle level supervisor and all coming under tactical manager level. Then in the operation management level, our cashiers and all coming. The customer care staff, they are all coming. They are coming under operation management level. So the decision must be made at every level of the management of an organization. So if we are making good decision, then it means we are increasing the average ROI. That is, we are increasing the return on investment of our company or of our organization. Also, we are increasing the profit of our organization. So good decision always lead to better profit better profit as well as better ROI, that is return of investment. And these are the different types of decisions that we have seen. The senior manager, that is those at the topmost level, that is at the strategic management level, they are making unstructured decisions. And this is the type of information system they are using, executive support system. And the middle level manager, those at the tactical management level, they are making semi-structured decision, and they are making use of management information system and decision support system. These two types of information systems are used by our middle managers. Then our operation management level, at the operation management level, that is the cashiers and all, they are making structured decisions, and they are making use of the transaction processing system. And I told you the unstructured decision. 3 types of decisions are there. First is unstructured, then second is structured decision, and third is semi-structured decision. So unstructured decisions are made by our senior management. That is, it is a kind of non-routine type decision. It is not a routine type. So these can finally make the decision. So it includes the strategic issues and the long-term effect of the decision. And next type of decision is the structured decision. And it is made by the operational managers. That is, as we have seen in this pyramid diagram, at this level, users at this level are using structure. They are making structured decisions. That is, it is a repetitive and routine type decisions. That is the feature of a structured decision. So it is used for solving a problem and for making decisions. And it has a very short time effect. Then semi-structured decisions. These type of decisions are made by the middle management or our tactical management level. That is, it is both routine as well as non-routine type decisions. Since it is called a semi-structured decision, it means it combines both structured as well as unstructured decisions. So it is using both structured as well as unstructured procedure for decision making. So I will be stopping here, and the next class will be continued later. Thank you.